elaborated network of protein filaments or protein tubules within the cytoplasm. Elaborated network, a network of protein structures, proteinaceous structures within the cytoplasm, collectively named as a cytoskeleton. Suppose you take this is the particular type of a cell, cytoplasm. So these are the network of tubules and proteins. This is just like a skeleton. Just we have the skeleton. Skeleton is giving a particular type of shape. So without bones and all, you might be rolling like anything because you cannot stood up. So that is you cannot stand up. That is the reason. Why? Because we have the skeleton. Skeleton will give a particular shape to you. Likewise, an elaborated network of proteinaceous filaments are forming a network. Proteinaceous filaments are forming a network. This network is collectively named as cytoskeleton. So it is seen in case of eukaryotic. So eukaryotic cells are having this particular type of cytoskeleton. This cytoskeleton is made up of microfilaments, microtubules, and intermediate filaments. So network of all these three that forms a frame-like structures. That's like a cage, bone along just like that, compartmentalization. So that is the particular type of one, what we call it as a cytoskeleton. These particular type of proteinaceous filamentous structures may be microfilaments, microtubules, or intermediate filaments. They are proteinaceous structures with different type of shapes. These are mostly made up of tubulin proteins. Myosin and actin, such type of are observed in case of microfilaments. Next, microtubule-like structures, what you see in case of the structures of cilia and flagella, microtubules, they are made up of proteinaceous tubules. And microfilaments, which are intermediate filaments, some of resembling this and this intermediate nature between microfilaments and microtubules, hence they are named as a intermediate filament. All these three collectively forms a structure, an elaborated structure called as a cytoskeleton. This cytoskeleton helps in giving the shape to the particular type of cell, shape. So in case of the particular type of cells which are lacking the cell wall, they are also existing in a particular shape. Epithelial cell, which are columnar. The columnar epithelial cells are not having cell wall, still they are having the cytoskeleton, which is giving a particular type of shape to the cell and support to the cell, support to the internal cell organs, shape, support. Motility helps in case of motility. Transportation. Transportation of materials within the cell. Within the cell. Ardhamotunda. Cell. This is a network, suppose they are forming a network like structure like this. And keeping cell organelles. They keep the cell organelles within the cell in a particular area. That is because of this framework. And some are present in this area, some are present in this area, some are present in this area. It's not that all get diffused. Ilanti structure network some of the particular type of cell organelles are located in certain distinct spaces. If not there, if it is a fluid-like substance, they can suspend and they can move here and there. Do you understand? Yes, so that keeping the cell organelles in a particular area is enabled by the cytoskeleton network. Cytoskeleton network. So cell organelles are kept in a particular type of area because of this network. This is also helps in case of motility, help in case of giving the rigidity, a shape to the particular type of cell, support to the cell, and transportation and cell signaling. Cell signaling. Cell signaling, signal of one particular type of information that can be passed to the other side of the cell through these particular microtubules. Cell signaling is very, very important. So the information of the cell from one side to the other side is possible through this particular type of cytoskeleton. So cytoskeleton is going to play important role. It is composed with this particular type of proteinaceous material and giving certain type of helps in case of certain type of features of the cell. And tubulin proteins are there. They are taking part in case of the structure of that, and that is also helps. Say it is a component of these tubulins, which are the components of a cytoskeleton, are also forming the centrioles, cilia, basal body of the cilia. Next, they are also involved in case of making the spindle apparatus. Spindle apparatus is helped. So, in case of eukaryotic cells, particularly what cells? Cells of plant cells not having centrioles. Centrioles are absent in case of plant cells. Centrioles are the structures that provide spindle apparatus. Plant cell can form the spindle fibers by using these microtubules present in case of this cytoskeleton. Do you understand? So actually plant cells are lacking what are centrioles. Centrioles are the main structures of the spindle formation during cell division. As they are lacking the particular type of spindles, then what happens? These microtubules are the proteinaceous materials of cytoskeleton may contribute this particular type of spindle formation. Do you understand? So that is the particular type of cytoskeleton. So motility or mobility and jebamo. Next, shape of the particular cell, support and transportation, signaling and keeping the cells in a particular type of area, and mechanical support to the particular type of cells who are lacking the cell wall is also by this cytoskeleton, composed of these three, composed of microfilaments, microtubules and intermediate filaments. Okay. Cilia and flagella. So when you see a particular type of cell, you can see a hair-like projections like this. So they may be cilia or maybe flagella. Cilia and flagella. Or hair-like projections out of the cell. These projections comes out of the particular type of cell. They are hair-like projections. When you take the cilia, small size. So this particular type, generally many in number. So generally, when compared to the flagella, cilia are smaller in size, and they are generally many in number when compared to the flagella. So these particular type of cilia work like a ore, ore and తెడ్డు తెలుసు కదా, తెడ్డురా పడవలో మనం తెడ్డేస్తాం కింద ఇలా రాడ్లా ఉండి కింద వెడల్పుకి ఇలా ఉంటుంది. సో తెడ్డురా నేలని వెనక్కి లాగుతూ ఉంటాం కదా, బోట్లో చిన్న చిన్న పడవలో చెక్క పడవలో వేసుకుని లాగుతూ ఉంటాం. దే వర్క్ లైక్ a wood. And what they are doing is they are causing the movement of their body or their surroundings. The movement the movement చూడండి, they work like ore. ఊరు ఏం చేస్తాం మనం? తెడ్డుతో వాటర్ని వెనక్కి లాగుతాం, బండి ముందుకెళ్తుంది. కొంతమంది ఏం చేస్తారు, బోట్ చూడండి, బోట్లో గుచ్చి నేలలో గుచ్చి దొంగలతో నెడతారు ముందు. అంటే దే కాజింగ్ దేర్ బాడీ టు మూవ్ or their surrounding. They push their surrounding and they move fast. Upward. అర్థమవుతుందా? Their body can be moved by them or they are making the movement of their surrounding. They make the movement of their own or else their surroundings. That's the movement of this particular type of cilia. You got it? నేను కదులుతున్నా లేకపోతే నా పక్కన ఉన్న దాన్ని వెనక్కనెట్టి నేను ముందుకు వెళ్తున్నా. That is the work of this particular type of cilia. They cause their own movement or their surrounding. So that is the movement of this particular type of cilia. They work together. Their function is coordinated. All particular type of cilia. Suppose you take the ciliates and all. So here many cilia are there. The movement of the cilia is coordinated. The functioning of the cilia is coordinated. Rhythmic movement is there. All are moving in one particular type of direction so that the particular type of organism move faster. Ante function cilia, though there are many in number, but their function is coordinated. Functional coordination is observed. Have you got the answer? Okay. When coming on to the flagella, flagella is made up of protein called flagellin. What is it? Flagellin is the protein through which the flagella is made up of. Flagella is a long structure, long filament-like structure. They work independently. Their work is independent. And one flagella is moving in this direction. It is not needed that the same flagella should move in that direction. The independent action is observed in case of each and every flagella if the number of flagella is more than one. This is also locomotory organ, helps in case of movement of the particular type of organism. Okay now. So with flagella, both prokaryotes and eukaryotes both are having the flagella. They help in case of the motility. Motility. The organisms or cells with flagella are called as flagellate or motile. Those that are lacking the flagella are called as a non-motile or atrichous. Atrichous. Okay. This flagella and cilia are flagella and cilia are covered by a plasma membrane. Flagella and cilia are covered by plasma membrane. So the core of this is called axonium. What is it called? Axonium. What is axonium? The core of cilia and flagella is called as a axonium. Axonium, the core of cilia and flagella. So that is called as axonium. This axonium has 9 doublet so this particular type of axonium. What is axonium? The core of cilia and flagella. The core of the central part of the cilia and flagella is called as what? Axonium. This axonium is surrounded by plasma membrane, and this particular type of axonium has 9 doublet tubulins. Tubulins of protein or protein tubulins radially arranged and runs parallel to the long axis. Ante ila 9 radial ga arrange unnai ila arrange annuko ila unnai annuko suppose 9 unnai radial ga arrange unnai. They are running parallel to the long axis. పైకి ఇట్లా చూసాం అంటే ఒకటి ఇలా వెళ్తుంది, ఒకటి ఇలా వెళ్తుంది, ఇలా వెళ్తుంది. అర్థమవుతుందా? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వి కాల్ ఇట్ యాస్ arrangement is ready radially, but they runs parallel to one another to the long axis. Axis ఇలా ఉంది, దీనికి parallel గా ఇలా వెళ్తున్నాయి. ఓకేనా? Okay, now they runs parallel to the long axis, but arrangement is radially arranged towards the periphery near the plasma membrane. You could see that particular type of structures. How many doublets are there? 9 doublets are there. Okay. So these doublets are interconnected. Doublets are interconnected. They are called as inter-doublet bridges. In the center, a pair of singlets are observed. Chundra, axonium is surrounded by plasma membrane. So this plasma membrane, inside the plasma membrane, peripherally arranged 9 doublets are there. This each one is called as a doublet. Two tubulin type of structures are observed. Hence, one is called as a doublet. Such type of doublets are 9 in number. They are peripherally arranged. That's what we call as a 9 doublet tubulin proteins are radially arranged. Peripheral runs parallel to the long axis. Peripherally, randomly arranged. How many? Radially, not randomly, radially arranged. How many are there? 9 doublets are there. They are running parallel to the long axis. Okay. Next, these particular doublets are interconnected by doublet bridges. That what we have mentioned. This one. This one is a doublet bridges, and each doublet is connected to another particular type of doublets by inter-doublet bridges. So that strengthens the structure, isn't it? 9 different places not connected. The strength is not that. All are connected with some bridges. So then what happens? The strength would be more. So doublets, each doublet is connected to another doublet through inter-doublet bridges. They are having the radial arms. These are the arms. These arms are having a particular type of protein called as a dynein. Dynein proteins. These are having a ATP generation. These particular type of enzymes, they contain the enzymes. What they do is they break the ATP. Listen carefully. They break the ATP and gets the energy for the movement of cilia and flagella. Do you understand? So ATP breaking enzymes are associated with this particular type of arms. Dynein arms. What is dynein protein? That protein is secreting an enzyme. That enzyme breaks the ATP and the released energy is useful for the movement of cilia and flagella. So they are also associated with this particular type of doublets. That's regarding doublets. Each doublet is connected to central sheath. Connected to central sheath with the radial spokes. What are they called as a radial spokes? So radial spoke connects and doublets. One of the particular type of doublet, one of the two, doublets. One of the particular type of doublet protein gets connected to the central sheath. So that how many radial spokes could be there? 9. How many radial spokes are there? 9. Because not both are connected to the center. Only one get connected to the center. So number of doublets is equal to number of radial spokes. Doublet number is 9. Okay, now 9 radial spokes are there. These radial spokes are connected to the central sheath. What is central sheath? The central sheath is a proteinaceous membrane that surrounds the singlets that are there in the center. There are 2 singlets. There are 2 singlets in case of the center, which are connected by inter-singlet bridge. This is that is the inter-doublet bridge. It is inter-singlet bridge that connects both the particular type of singlets. Singlets are connected by inter-singlet bridge and they are surrounded by what? They are covered by central sheath. They are connected to doublets through radial spokes. That is the connection. In the center, two singlets are there. Singlets are connected by inter-singlet bridge and that is covered by central sheath. So central sheath is connected to the doublets through a radial spoke. That is the connection. All the particular type of doublets are connected by inter-doublet bridges. So you see every connection will be there to the doublets to the central sheath. Both singlets are also get connected through inter-singlet bridge. Adhamotunda. So this is the connection what we observe in case of the singlets and the doublets. Adhamotunda. So this is the core. What we call it as, this is the core which is called as a, what is this, axoneme for both cilia and flagella. Both cilia and flagella, what is the particular type of core? Axoneme. This axoneme forms the basal bodies of cilia and flagella. Basal bodies of cilia and flagella. Basal bodies of cilia and flagella will be having this axoneme. Axoneme is having such type of structure. So this is the structure what you call in case of the cilia and flagella. Basal structure of cilia and flagella is nothing but a membrane bound structure. Membrane is what? A plasma membrane. I told you in the beginning. Plasma membrane is surrounding the cilia and the flagella. The core of this is called as axoneme. Axoneme, within the particular type of plasma membrane, there are 9 doublet proteins. Each doublet protein is connected to one another with inter-doublet bridges. They are peripheral, they are present in the periphery. They are radially arranged and runs parallel to the long axis. Peripheral proteins, because at almost marginal line. Okay, now how they are arranged? Radially arranged, and how they runs parallel to one another. These are the 3 points you should know. They are peripheral protein because they are arranged in the periphery. How they are arranged? Radially arranged. How they runs parallel to their long axis. These are the 3 points you should know. Okay, now the doublets are connected to inter-doublet bridges. Doublets are connected to, one of the doublet is connected to, one of the doublet protein is directly in contact with the central sheath. What is central sheath? Central sheath is a proteinaceous covering around singlets. A pair of singlets are there that are also connected. This forms the total axoneme. This forms the total axoneme. Axoneme forms the basal body of cilia and flagella. Axoneme forms what? Basal body of cilia and flagella. How they get the energy? They get the energy by a special type of dynein protein that secretes an enzyme that breaks the ATP, and the released energy is useful for the movement of the cilia and flagella. Energy is required for a movement of cilia and flagella that has been provided due to the breakdown of ATP. So that particular enzymes are located in case of the particular type of doublet proteins. They are called as a dynein protein. What are they called? Dynein proteins. So this is the basal structure of cilia and flagella. Here also tubulin proteins are there. Tubulin proteins are microtubule type of tubulin proteins. Already tubulin proteins we see in case of cytoskeleton. The same type of tubulin proteins we observe in case of cilia and flagella, and the same type of proteins are associated with the centriole. Okay, cytoskeleton, cilia, flagella, centrioles are almost the raw material for their manufacture is same, almost same. Shapes may be different, but the particular through the structures what they are made up of are almost similar. Main role is played by the tubulin proteins are fibrillar proteins. The proteins plays very important role in the structure of cytoskeleton. In cilia and flagella, even in centrioles are also playing a vital role in case of their structure. What plays a protein tubules are playing a vital role in the structures of these 3. Okay, almost their particular type of structural basic elements are the same. Okay. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Next centriole, and most probably we start nucleus and will complete by microbodies and the rape elundi complete themselves. Okay, na rape maximum చూద్దాం, లేకపోతే if not Day after tomorrow. Okay. Here. Doubt ఏమన్నా any doubts? ఓకే పేపర్లో కూడా అన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోండి. అన్ని బిట్స్ లో ఆప్షన్స్ కూడా జాగ్రత్త చూసుకోవాలా. మిస్టేక్స్ చేసినవి మరీ జాగ్రత్త చూసుకోవాలా. అది వేరే బుక్ లో రాసుకోవాలా. ఇవన్నిటి మీ అసిస్టెంట్ ఎవరు చేయరు, మీరు చేసుకోవాల్సింది. అర్థమవుతుందంట. అన్ని పనులు అసిస్టెంట్స్ చేయడం స్టార్ట్ అయితే మనం కొన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ పనులు కూడా అడిగి చేసేస్తాం. అర్థమవుతుందా? కాబట్టి కొన్ని మనమే చేయాలి. వేరే వాళ్ళకి ఛాన్స్ ఇవ్వకూడదు, అందరూ పోతారు. అర్థమైందా? లీలా కృష్ణ చెప్పరా? లీలా 9+2. So 9+2 రా. This array of arrangement of protein tubules is called as 9+2. 9+2 array అన్నా ఉంది. అంటే 9 doublets, so 2 singlets. Hence this arrangement is called as a 9+2 in eukaryote. It is differ from prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are also having flagella. Prokaryotes are also having the flagella. You have seen the flagella in case of prokaryotes. Bacteria with flagella are flagellated. Examples you have taken: Escherichia coli, next what is Salmonella typhi, Pseudomonas. These are all flagellated organisms. But the differ from prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are lacking this particular, I think, a central particular type of structures. That may be mostly 9+0. 9+0 arrangement is observed in case of a prokaryotic, and singlets are missing in the structure of a prokaryotic axoneme. What is axoneme? Core of flagella is called as a axoneme. Is it surrounded by membrane or not? It is surrounded by membrane. What membrane? Plasma membrane. So plasma membrane దీంతో కూడా అసోసియేట్ అయిందిరా, గుర్తుపెట్టు. Plasma membrane is associated with what? Axoneme. Axoneme is the core of cilia and flagella. What arrangement? 9+2 arrangement. 9 doublets, 2 singlets.